Welcome to our lecture online. So now we're going to learn a method to do it directly, to find the exact equation without trying any guessing. So how is that done? Well, first of all, we shouldn't have to be told that we're looking for a direct variation, because when you look at the numbers, y equals 24 when x equals 4, and when x gets bigger, x becomes 9, y becomes bigger as well. So if y becomes bigger when x becomes bigger, there's definitely some sort of direct relationship, direct variational relationship. If y were to become smaller when x gets bigger, then there is an inverse variation relationship. So we're looking for an equation that kind of looks like this. We're looking for y equals k times x to some power. We don't know the value for k, and we don't know the value for n. We don't know the exponent. It could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3/2, who knows? Of course, notice those are the exact same numbers that we used in the last example, and we knew that it was x to the 3/2 power. So we already know what the answer is, but at least now you can see how we can find out directly without having to guess. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to come up with two equations. We're going to plug in these two values, and then we're going to plug in these two values and see what we get. So when we plug in the first two values, we get 24 is equal to k times x, which is 4 to the n power. And over here, when we plug in the other two values, we get 81 is equal to k times x, which is 9 to the n power. So notice we end up with two separate equations, each with those two values. And now notice in each equation we have two unknowns. K is unknown and n is unknown. But how do you solve that? Well, we solve that by eliminating one of the unknowns. And what we could do is we could divide one equation by the other. That's a nice mathematical trick to get rid of one of the unknowns. So 24 is equal to k times 4 to the n power, and we're going to divide that by 81, which is equal to k times 9 to the n power. So notice if I divide 24 by 81, I get 24 divided by 81 is equal to, and on the right side, I get k times 4 to the n power divided by k times 9 to the n power. And notice when I do that on the right side, k cancels out. So one of my unknowns cancels out, which means I'm now simply left with the following equation. I'm left with 24 over 81 is equal to 4 to the n power divided by 9 to the n power. And on the left side, I can simplify that. The numerator can be divided by 3, which gives me 8, and the denominator can be divided by which gives me 27. So 8 over 27 is equal to 4 divided by 9. And notice I can write that to the n power like this. Okay, what I can do now is take the natural log of both sides. So I'm going to take the log of the left side, so the natural log of 8 over 27 is equal to the natural log of 4 over 9 to the nth power. Okay, if I take the natural log of both sides, notice when I have the natural log of something to an exponent, that exponent can come to the front. So I can write that the natural log of 8 over 27 is equal to n times the natural log of 4 over 9. Okay, then I can divide both sides by the natural log of 4 over 9. So let's do that. So here we get the natural log of 4 over 9. And here we get the natural log of 4 over 9, which means that these two cancel out. And I'm simply left with n is equal to the natural log of 8 over 27 divided by the natural log of 4 over 9. At this point, you might think, whoa, what should I do now? But actually, notice that 8 is 2 cubed and 27 is 3 cubed. So this can be written as the natural log of 2 over 3 quantity cubed divided by, and here we can write this as the natural log of 2 over 3 squared. Okay, so now we're almost there. Now I can say that n is equal to, I can bring the 3 to the front and the 2 to the front. I can say this is equal to 3 times the natural log of 2 over 3 divided by 2 times the natural log of 3 over 2. And then, 2 over 3, not 3 over 2, but 2 over 3. And then you realize that this cancels out with this, and n is equal to 3. Whoa, that's a terrible looking 3. Let me try this again. Okay, 3 over 2. So now I have found the value for n. So now I can come up here and say, okay, this equation can now be written as y is equal to k times x to the 3/2 power. And then all I have to do to find k is plug in one of these sets of values. Let's try that. So y is equal to 24 is equal to k times x. Well, I don't plug in an x. I'm going to plug in a 4. A 4 to the 3/2 power. So that gives me 24 is equal to k times 4. Take the square root. It gives me 2. Cubed gives me 8. Then divide both sides by 8. And I get 3 is equal to k. So finally, I found k. I found n. I plug that into my equation, and I get y is equal to k, which is 3x to the 3/2 power. And there is the direct variational relationship between the variables y and x. And that's how you find the value without having to guess. And notice it doesn't matter what k is, it doesn't matter what n is. By following this method, you can come up with the two unknowns, k and n, to come up with the right equation. And that is how it's done. You fell asleep on me.
I'm tired.
Okay, there it is.
A lot of algebra.
A lot of algebra. Mm-hmm.